Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers and happy Valentine's Day. It is also Ash Wednesday. So a couple of things are happening today. We have Follow a Sketch of February put on by Sandy, who is State Goddess. All of the sketches are in her Facebook group, which is Scrapping Reflections. And the sketch that she picked for us today is from Scrap Friends. And I love this sketch. Like, this is super cool. And I really wanted to do this sketch justice. I don't think that I accomplished that, but I am happy with how it turned out. So because it is Valentine's Day, I thought it was quite appropriate to do a picture of my husband. So this is a picture of him in the cave, but it doesn't look like he's in the cave because we made it to one end and it just like opened up to jungle. So that's what this picture is. So I thought I would use some of the 5th & Monaco papers that I used yesterday, as well as some papers from my kit. So I've got the 2 torn papers on the top, and now I'm going to work on this kind of cluster of papers under my photo. Now, obviously my photo is a little bigger than is in the sketch, but you know, you just got to make things work for you. So my layers are going to be a little bit bigger, but I am trying to do several layers. There is a tag, and I'm going to put my tag in a different spot, but I didn't have a tag, so I'm going to go ahead and make one out of this green paper. And I wanted I don't know, they almost look like fans, like palm fans. I wanted them to all be going in the same direction, so I had to be very cautious of how I was going to cut my tag. So now that I have kind of all my little bits, I am going to cover up the really like colorful pieces in that scrap piece of paper. I'm just going to kind of let that yellow show a little bit. It's very biochromatic, just kind of yellows and greens is kind of what I'm going with. So I have this whole like embellishment cluster down, and I realized there's a doily, so I went ahead in my stash and grabbed a doily. Funny enough, there's a good chance that this doily came from probably a restaurant, the way it's kind of like beat up a little bit. But if anybody ever serves anything with a doily, yeah, I'm going to take that home with me. So I do love me a good doily. Now, these are the chipboard words from Coco Vanilla Studio, and I'm just going to title it Love You. So this is more of a lovey-dovey bit than it is about what's happening. I feel like I can do the journaling about what happened in the cave on the previous cave picture, and this one can just be about loving my husband. So I have these gold hearts from Spiegelmom Scraps. I got them, I think, in my last order for, I think the last time I ordered was Black Friday. And they're super cool, and I wanted to use a bunch of them like you see in the sketch. But I was really struggling with them sitting up here. And so I'm going to actually go ahead and put them where you see the little 3. So I'm only going to have 2 sections instead of the 3 of the rows of hearts. And then I'm going to go off to my sewing machine. And I really wanted to do the sewing in the background that you see, as well as the sewing on of the hearts. But my sewing machine decided to pitch a fit, and totally, like, the bobbin is, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I couldn't fix it, so I got out my hand stitching and just punched holes and hand stitched just a back stitch of some dark green embroidery floss, and I did that on both sets of the hearts. So I didn't want to do all of the stitching that you see in the background hand stitched. Not that I mind hand stitching, I actually enjoy it. But with 2 months in a row of a video a day, I can't spend a couple days on a hand stitching project. So, maybe if I get really far ahead, maybe some of the videos later in the month will have a little bit more, but for now that was plenty. So I'm just going to do a little bit of embellishing. I've got that sticker on the bottom. It says World's Greatest Explorer. There's a little epoxy flare. I add a couple of banners as well as some florals, and then a couple of word stickers. Down at the bottom it says Happy Memories, at the top it says Today. And then from the sticker book, I'm just going to find a sticker that says Sunshine is my favorite color, which I thought was kind of fun because we just kind of came out into the sunshine. So that is going to do it for the embellishing, and then I am going to go ahead and stick my title on. So originally I thought I wanted the love at the top and the U at the bottom, but I'm going to end up changing that and putting it all on the top. And I think it snuggles right into that kind of like L area of the corner of the photo really well. So I've got that down, and I'm just going to finish it off with some black splatters. So I just covered up my photo with a scrap piece of paper. I keep 2 little scraps at the top of my desk, and that way I don't accidentally put it on anybody's face. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope you have a great day, even if you're buying your own chocolate covered strawberries, which will definitely be happening at my house. So there is my layout. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. And remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you tomorrow for another sketch for Follow Sketch February.